Today we're going to do a pre-flight inspection or pre-flight check on a C model Bonanza VTOL here at the school. And we use our printed checklist that is provided by Bonanza for their aircraft. And it says start with the left wing, so we're going to look at the left wing. Basically, we're making sure we don't see anything loose like rivets or anything like that. We look to make sure nothing is hanging down. We want to check our tie down ring right here. We want to look at our tires. We're making sure that there's no flat spots, there's no cord showing. Give a quick look at the brakes, make sure that there's no discoloration on the rotors or anything like that. At this point, you want to check your stall warning. You want to make sure that you can hear it inside the cockpit. Slight buzzer sound gives you a warning that to let the pilot know that he is in too steep of a climb and his wing is losing its lifting capabilities. Want to move around to the end, check our wing tips, make sure everything looks good. Then we come to our ailerons. This is my left aileron. Could you please give me full left up travel? Goes up. Can you give me full left down travel? And this is what helps the aircraft do its roll. So you want to check, push it in slightly to make sure that there's no movement in the hinge portion. Please put it back to nominal. Thank you very much. Then you check your flaps right here. You want to check those to make sure there's not a lot of movement in the flap. This right here helps the airplane take off and land. You want to get to the fuselage. You want to come down the left side of the fuselage. You want to look at your windows while you're here for any cracks, any crazing, any breaks or anything like that. Again, you're still looking for any loose rivets, anything that looks like it is hanging off, bent, broken, cut, anything like that. You see there's a static port right here. You want to make sure that that static port is clear. Move on back to the rudder vaders. And yes, rudder vader. This is a VTOL Bonanza because of its shape. It's what it's called. It takes a rudder and a horizontal stabilizer and combines the two. Could you please give me full climb, full up? As you can see, they move in the upward position together. Can you give me full down? They move down together. Please go back to the middle. Can you give me full left pedal? See how they go independent in the opposite directions. Can you give me full right pedal? And they go opposite, independent in the opposite direction. Please go back to the middle. Thank you. You want to look at your rudder vaders. Again, you want to make sure that they're not loose, they're good and tight, everything is connected. Look at where your cables come through. Make sure everything is together. You want to go back up the right side of the fuselage. Again, looking for any rivets that are loose. Check your antennas, make sure they're not broken or missing. Check to make sure your lights are secure. You want to check your step, make sure that it's secure as well, because again, it will be flying with the airplane and you do not want it to fall off. Check the bag bin door, make sure it is secure. Make sure the handle is secure. Again, now we're to the right wing. We want to check the flap for movement. It is nice and tight. Want to check the right aileron. Again, it helps the aircraft roll. You want to move it in and out to check your joints and make sure that they are nice and tight. Please give me full right up travel. Check again, and please give me full right down travel. And check that. And that's all you want to do is you want to check and make sure that the aircraft is in airworthy condition. Check the wing tips, move the wings, make sure you don't hear anything abnormal. You want to come up, check your right tie down ring. Make sure it is still there. Make sure it is tight. You want to look at your right main landing gear. Make sure there's no red fluid leaking out from under it or around it. Check the tire. Make sure it still has good tread wear. Check the rotor really quick to make sure there's no discoloration from hot brakes. You want to move on up to the door while it's open. Check the hinges. Lift up gently. Make sure there's not a lot of play in it. Make sure that the latch is still holding. You want to come to the right side of the engine. We already have both doors open. You want to look in, make sure everything appears to be intact, in check, make sure everything is tight, nothing is hanging off. And more importantly, you don't see any major fluid leaks at all. Come around to the front, look at the prop, check the blades, the leading edge of the blades, the trailing edge. You want to look at the face of the blade and make sure that it is in really good condition. You want to look at the spinner, make sure there's no cracks, make sure it's not broken, there's no dents. You want to come around to the left side. Again, looking to make sure everything's attached, making sure nothing seems broken. You're looking again for leaks or anything like that. Check your hoses and just give it a good overall look. And then the last thing we would like to do is check the lights. So could you please turn the lights on for us, please? We have our landing light right there, and we have our green nav light out here on the wingtip.
Battery master on. Put our mixture into full rich. Our key all the way to both for magnetos. And then got a wobble style pump here, which will pump up and down. It looks like a little e-brake, and a push button starter. So I'm going to go ahead and clear my prop. Clear prop! Prop clear. And engage the starter. And then it shuts off. Now we're going to turn our battery off. We're going to take our keys and go in the off position.